Guten Tag, everyone. It's been a while. It's about time I made one of these. I'm going to talk about my teaching career in this video. And I've had to wait until I got paid. So that's why it's been a while. I've put face track on this video, so we'll see how it goes. But anyway, I hope you're all well. I am going to let you know now about my 3 months teaching career in Mae Sai. We are in a park I've never been to yet. It's actually pretty nice. Beautiful trees and plants in Mae Sai. Slightly very sophisticated over there, playing croquet. Oh, Brexit. So, let's get started. So I finished on Friday. Today is Monday. I've just been chilling out today, resting. And it's been a long time coming, really. It was my first teaching job in a private international school. And I enjoyed it as a job, which is very strange because I didn't like school, and I still believe school is a prison. The bell goes off, you go to your lunch, bell goes again, you go to your lessons or a specific room. It's all designed to condition everyone into what we call the real world of society, which is just about being an obedient worker. But anyway, so since my last video when I had the scooter accident, everything was going okay then, but I was kind of I got comfortable with it, and I was getting kind of just going into lessons with a book, and we'd be up to a certain point and I'd just carry on from that point in the book. So I was getting quite lazy with it to an extent. I just thought, well, it's very hard work, and if I put more time into lesson plans and things, I'm just going to get more and more tired. It's already quite a big day from 7:30 till 4:30, so I ended up getting pulled to one side. I don't know. Yeah, I got pulled. I'll start from here. I got pulled to one side, just saying, you're sure, you want to continue as a teacher. Something else which had happened is I'd been playing cards with a higher grade, where the lesson's 55 minutes, and I'd come in and they'd say, "Teacher, if we can we play cards? Can we play Uno?" And I'd say, "Yeah, yeah, we can, as long as we finish this, and this." So, like, okay, and then we'd do everything that we needed to, and then we'd play cards at the end. But at this school, everything's being recorded in every lesson, and with it being a private school, they're just after this. Just after the big money. The school's just after the big bucks. So all the pressure's on the teachers. Whereas when I was at school, if a teacher had a disagreement with a student and a student was being hard work, all the school, the staff would be on the teacher's side. Whereas at this place, every kid's on their phone. There's no rules or policies on the school's side to deal with any of it. You've just got to deal with it all yourself. So all the pressure's on the teacher, and then if it becomes an issue in the classroom, you've just got to sort it out. Oh no, they blame you. Say, phones are becoming an issue in the classroom. It's like, yeah, because there's no policy there to sort it out. It's all down to me. Just making sure it's recording. So basically all the pressure's on the teachers. It don't matter if a kid, they never did lash out. That's a good thing here. They're not aggressive. But, you might say, "Can I have your phone, please?" at the start of a lesson to get into a routine of them not being on the phone when you're teaching. And especially with the girls, if they say no, it's like, well, what do you do? There were a teacher who just swiped the boys' phones even if they said no. You know, I didn't do anything like that, but I don't like telling people what to do. You know, it's not the reason I became a teacher. The reason I became a teacher was to teach, not to be a cleaner and clean up all their shit. Not to be kindergarten teacher. Like, go sit down, stop kicking him during an exam. Not to be doing all that kind of stuff, and it's the majority of it was like that. Just telling them to just calm down. There's a big spider here, I don't know if you can see it. See if we can get it in the frame. You might have just got a glimpse of him. Big yellow spider. So all the pressure was on the teacher. So yeah, that happened with the cards. I felt like I was slacking a bit, but it was my first teaching job. I had no support from anyone at the time. I just got given a book, and sometimes you didn't even have books. Sometimes the students didn't have books, and you just have to wing it. Teacher, I don't have a book. Okay, I'll sort it out. So you talk to your immediate superiors about getting them a book. It never happened. So I just ended up giving them my book and teaching without the book. So anyway, after that meeting where he said, you know, are you sure you want to continue? I thought, right, I'm going to give it my all now, and I did. I really went for it. Hey, cab, it's a school here. Here, look. Get you on popular YouTube, Jimbo Vigilante. Capcom cab. That must be I think it's a government school. But I enjoy it. I haven't had a job for years, but I enjoy working with kids. It's just with a school, this is it, okay. So I got told, you want to change things, you know, you want to make this effort. Well, absolutely, you know, I ended up going home, like asking teachers for advice, for resources that they use online, lesson plans that they make, and the next day I went in and had the best day teaching that I've had. It's like school finished and we were designing posters in that class that day, and the kids weren't going home. Like, the bell's gone, you can go. No, kids, like all of them, I think, stayed at least an extra 10 minutes. You know, and then I felt good. Like, whoa, my lesson must be pretty good. So like, things were looking up. So all right, I've had a really good lesson. Well, a really good day of lessons, like best day I've had. Everything's gone really well, and then I got told after that that I was getting put on probation. And I was like, what? It's like, it's the Thai way. Like, you don't get any criticism. You just get you have something happen, you just get fired, and you don't know why. Anyway, at least they'd been, I don't know, honest enough to give me some criticism I could work with, and I did. And they just gave me probation anyway. It was like, whoa, what the fuck? Like, why did you give me this constructive criticism, or just this criticism, and then not allow me to make amends? Swaddy cab. Why? Like, what was the point of it? So anyway, I improved as time went on as a teacher. I just got better and better, and then there was something which had happened previously. There's something which had happened previously where I'd filmed a class. Basically, at the start of the school year, I got given the most difficult class, and I'm a new teacher. And I was telling, again, my supervisors, or whatever you'd call them, teaching coordinators, that I'm finding it difficult. And nobody helped. So I was just trying to find my own ways to deal with it. So one thing I ended up doing was filming the class. Say, right, I'm going to film you, and then we're going to watch it together, and you can watch your own behaviour. Like, way, you know, they were doing all right. It worked for maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes, but then it started to get more and more out of control. This video I made was about 20 minutes long, and I sent it to the parents on a social media group, because I was saying to the kids, if you don't calm down, I'll send it to your parents. Way. So it's like, right. So I just pressed send. Then when they were going, good luck. You know, good luck when you go home to your parents. Then as I did that, the teaching coordinator came in with a laptop. So can you delete this, please? And obviously it wasn't good for it being a private school where I'm showing the reality of a lesson not going so well when the parents are paying the big bucks, paying teacher James the big money. So I was always in the bad books actually from that point. I should have mentioned that previously. That was the first thing to happen, and that's probably why I lost motivation, because it was always nothing but criticism from the school from that point on. Probably because they didn't like me so much, because I shook the school and its very foundations, possibly, or it could have done, with it being a relatively small town and it being this private school which just wants to conduct an image that it's a great school. And then you've got me sending videos at kids just roundhousing each other in lesson. So yeah, I got put on probation, but you know, naturally I'd improved in the first 2 months as a teacher. I'd gotten better, and I'd been put to have a review from a teaching coordinator every week, and I had a couple, they were going okay, there were never any negative, but then the principal wanted to come and watch, and the first lesson she watched, she just gave me 0, like no strength, not even like I had knowledge of the subject. There were just certain things where it was just like, well, why she give me 0 for that? Like, and the lesson was good. All the students thought it was okay, and I was getting negatives because, say, these kids were 14 years old, and we were doing about circles, like the radius of a circle and circumference, area of a circle. She says, you know, it's a bit basic for these kids. Say, well, it's not, because none of them know it. And I found a weakness, and now we're improving it. Just to top things off as well, she went round at the back of the class and slowed everyone down and made the lesson worse. Then gave me a 0, and she ruined my class. So she ended up reviewing another lesson, and this was English. And it went a bit better. In the box which said strengths, it was still a blank canvas with nothing in it, but she ticked a few boxes saying, you know, I had knowledge of the subject. English. English this time. Yeah. But what happened with that one? So I'd, yeah. She ended up saying that she wasn't happy with a video I'd played to the class. It was an interactive video. It was an interactive video. It sounds like a loud ice cream van. Oh, it's a school, isn't it? It'll be like a school bell. A strange school bell. Yeah, I'd played a video at the end of the class where, say, if it was about simple past tense, they'd play a clip and then a question would come up. So it might be a video of somebody walking, and then it'll show a sentence. The man, and then walked, walks to school. You know, there'd be like a choice. And then I just asked different kids. Really like that. She really liked that, but then like criticised the fact that the bell rang and it was a minute too long. Like you know, so I because the video still had a minute left. Oh, that's no good. So I mean, if that were one of the main criticisms, you know, of the class, and it weren't too bad. But then I like saw other reviews she'd given other teachers and saying, you know, this guy amazing, this person amazing. And I've got a homeroom class, so I get to look at, if when I've got free time, I get to watch lessons from the back of the class. And some of these classes like weren't better than mine in a lot of ways. You know, my classes might have been better in ways that they were criticizing me. They were still bitter about me playing cards, even though I changed that instantly. Yeah, that was another thing. The cards, they said you've got to not play cards anymore. So I just didn't. Even although the lessons got worse because there was no incentive or reward for the class, it was just boring. But the school wanted to create this Cambridge-based curriculum, which just didn't work at the school. It was boring. You know, everyone just sat there with a book and everyone just gets up and starts fighting. Whereas before, if you get them in doing engaging activities, it were better for everyone, for me, for the kids. But it looks like in the previous year when I wasn't here, it was more like that, and the school's changed direction to try and look smart, even although it's shit. So, or it's going to shit. Maybe it was better before. So yeah. So I was getting, you know, again, she was like, the principal was like, okay, that lesson was better. Say I got 60% ticks, but, oh yeah, she'd threatened like me that I'd get fired if I didn't do well in that second principal review. That were another thing. So it's like my job was always, you know, I was always on the threat of getting fired. There were two teachers who started at the same time as me, one with a lot more experience than me, who got fired without any warning. One the same day said, right, you're fired, you know, this is your last day. Just give him some money and fucked him off. So I had that, you know, and then like with me, it was like a lingering death. It was like with the other teachers, just fired them straight away for no reason. They never even give them a reason why they fire them. Then for me, it's like, oh, we might fire you this next review. Oh, we're gonna fire you this day. So, got to the point where I was going to go to Laos to do a visa run to get my work permit, but if I did that, I would have been tied to the school. Let's make sure it's recording. Don't know why it wouldn't be. So it's going to tie me to this school if I got this non-B immigrant visa. And yeah, I didn't want to do it because I didn't want to be tied to the school, especially with this threat, like I might lose my job. So I went and saw the principal. We talked about it. It was quite amicable. It's like, yeah, you know, like I just said, I'm not really happy about the school, not feeling secure in me as a teacher. And then she agreed. She was like, yeah, you know, oh, that were it. She says, yeah, you know, you're a good teacher, James. That was the only compliment I ever got from her. But this is a Reewit level. Just make sure I can get it. You know, I need to be touching the sky for this. Oxford, Cambridge, maybe about here. A Reewit. It's like I'm looking at the hand thinking, what? She just kept telling me a Reewit's this like bigger than Harvard, Oxford, or Cambridge. Okay. So it's just like, it was as if she enjoyed getting me into office just to say, a Reewit. Top tier. Number one. A Reewit. Yeah, we've got English teachers, but Americans, English, doesn't matter. A Reewit. Up here. So, I just had enough of it. So, whoa, that were a big wasp type thing. I'd had enough of it, so after almost 2 weeks of when we talked on good terms, I got called into the office and I'd made up my mind that I was leaving in 2 weeks. Nothing had improved. I just felt like I was hanging on by a thread. So got called into the office, the principal were there, the teaching coordinator were there, And they said, well, she said, okay, we want to keep you until August 17th, and then you can leave and everything's okay. I said, no, you know, I don't want to leave August 17th. I want to leave on Friday. I'll give you 2 weeks notice. She said, I've stuck to my word. I'm like, well, yeah, I've stuck to mine. I said 2 to 3 weeks. It's going to be 2. So I'm done on Friday. So that was it. That was on the probably Monday or Wednesday last week. It's Monday this week. And I ended up leaving. This is a shame really, because I enjoyed teaching, and it's shafted the school as well really, because it's a private international school. They've got a native English person teaching there who's improved and got better in these past 3 months. And because I've left, or they haven't compensated for me leaving in those 2 weeks notice I've given them, they've had to rush in a woman from Myanmar, and a lot of the kids are from Myanmar, and it's like the kids are going to go home to their parents and say, and the parents are going to ask, okay, what happened? Like, you know, we've got rid of teacher James, who's replaced him. Oh, Brenda from Myanmar. All right. Okay, now we're paying good money, and we could just get, you know, we know people from Myanmar who can speak English. So I think they've shafted themselves really. They've had to just, and because I was doing so many different lessons and things, I was doing science grade 3, English grades 6 and 7, maths grade 8, and health grade 4. So I had covered there were no grade 5. So I was teaching every age group from 8 to 14, or 8 to 14, in 3 or 4 different subjects. Whereas usually, I think with the rest of the teachers, they were usually, especially in primary and secondary, they were specialised teachers. You'd have one who taught a lot of maths, one who taught English, maybe the odd other subject. But for me, I was teaching a lot of different subjects in a lot of different grades. So they've had to fill all of these gaps last minute. So it'd probably be a bit of chaos this week. Well, chaos anyway, you know, it was quite a poorly run school, and that's the problem with it, and that's why I've ended up leaving. I wanted to do maybe at least a semester, which was 6 months, and I've left after 3. So yeah, that's it with school. I just thought that I haven't made a video for a bit, and my friends knew that I'd gone to teach, so that's what I've been up to really. I mean, I've had a good go at it, and I would do it again. It's not all bad, because I can do this anywhere. Now I've got more confidence in doing it, and I've realised that it's a possibility that I could find somewhere where I'd enjoy teaching. And I'm native English, and I'm in Asia, so there's plenty of places to do teaching. So yeah, that's hot. So I think that's it. So now I've got a visa until August 22nd, my tourist visa. I've been coming and going from Thailand since September last year, so I don't think I can extend or get another tourist visa really. Whew. That's hot. So before August 22nd, I'm probably going to have to move, and I'll probably move to Bali or Japan, but I'm not sure yet. I'm going to go to Chiang Mai and Bangkok before I leave Thailand. I've just paid a month's rent for where I am and a month's rental for the scooter I've got, and I'm only going to stay here for like another week. But I mean, on a positive note, I might get some of that money back. I've got my bond to come back, and it's £100 a month to live here. and I think about 35-40 quid a month to rent this scooter. So it's peanuts really, it doesn't cost anything. So, whew. So yeah, I think I'll leave it there. About 25 minutes, is it? Should we have a bit of a tour around this place? It's been going on about school, you'll be sick of it. A bit sick at sight to me. Let's have a look at this. This is supposed to be a government school up there. This is just a local park. It's a big butterfly. See loads of them, that's a small butterfly for around here. Some of them are like birds. Should we try and see it? My eyes fucked off. The nature show with Jimbo Vigilante. Here we have a white spotted black butterfly. It's a beauty. It's a little beauty. Yeah. Or is it brown? I don't know. Colourblind. So, I've done a few laps of this. What's that? Look at that. I thought it was a spider. What the hell? Tree's wearing a face mask. Who's that little jabroni? Bzz. Looks like a banana. Great kid. Yeah, some rag insects. Just walked into a spider's web as well. So I think that's it. I don't have a lot else to say. So I like it here in Maysai. Well, you've got trees like this. It's like something you'd see in England. But it's, you know, 37 degrees when sun's out. But it rains so much and there's so much sun, or it's so hot when the sun comes out. Now there's just so much plant life that grows here. But yeah, I do like it in Maysai. It's just a bit of a sleepy backwards town where a lot of mad backwards cunts. But apart from that, it's good. I don't mind them. They leave me alone. Let's play football with them. So, I think that's it. Maysai, it's the home of the letdown food as well. Every restaurant you go to, you think it's going to be 8 out of 10. This looks good, and you look at Google Maps, and it's shit. Just everywhere. I haven't found anywhere good to eat in 3 months. Shit. Be good to Chiang Mai down the road, amazing food. Maysai, home of the letdown food. Some lovely plants. I mean, it's good here, you know, I like it where it's just like, it's this kind of pace of life, it suits me perfect. But yeah. A bit of a tour. I think school must have just finished. That must have been that Raj noise. So, I'll leave it there, I guess. Good pass. Oh. Yeah. Oh, camera's gone. A bit of a mess. There we are. Yeah, school must have finished. So, I don't know this school. I haven't been in this area before. So, I'll leave it there. But, sorry that I would have gone on about stressful stuff here in this video, but that's what's been on my mind. And the positive of it is that I've grown as a person from it, and the reason I became a teacher was to confront a fear of public speaking and just to see if I could do it. And I can, and I'm quite good at it. You know, I think it can take many schools. It can take many schools before you get good. Like I've heard many teachers just getting fired and being like they're on a production line in these places. But at least I've learned from it and I can take that experience elsewhere. But I'm going to leave it there because looks like a nice place to, I don't know, to socialise with like Gary Glitter. But anyway, yeah, thanks so much for watching. Pleasure to talk to you. Sieg Heil. Heil Hitler. And I'll catch you in the next one.